Hello. As many of you may know, I originally got my start making videos on TikTok. I'm not active on there much these days, but I posted a video there recently and was inundated with comments asking about why I don't post there anymore. Well, the answer is that I got shadow banned. And since I'm no longer getting paid, I figured I'd make a video about exactly what all happened. To continue engaging in my general worldview of going absolutely sicko mode on my enemies, far disproportionately to the degree to which I've actually been wronged, once they've made it clear they're unwilling to negotiate, we'll be taking aim at the glowing orange critical hit points in the TikTok meta. That's right. As the universally beloved and in no way controversial musician, artist, fashion designer, and lolcow Kanye West would put it, we are going DEFCON 3 on TikTok. So, let's go back about a year and a half to how this all started. July 2023. I'm currently running a failing electrical engineering contracting business and selling and designing modular synth modules on the side. I started a TikTok channel, just kind of for fun, and around this time I have an unexpected viral hit with the original nuclear synth video. I think to myself, this could be useful. If I keep growing this account, I can actually use this for advertising instead of just needing to pay for it. 3 months later, I'm at the threshold to monetize. I get invited to something called the Creativity Program, and I think, yeah, sure, I may as well do this. First 2 weeks in the program, I make $57. I think, damn, that's not bad. That's $57 for nothing. Next 2 weeks, I have another viral video. I make $500. Now, I started thinking, damn, that's actually something. That's almost more than I'm making with the electronic stuff. At this point, I'm up to about 50,000 followers. Now, at this point, I decide to start doing this full time. I start immersing myself in the algorithm. I start reading every scrap of documentation I can get my hands on. I buy a camera, then I buy a better one. During this time period, I'm putting out a 1-minute video every day. Over the next month or two, I start experiencing very rapid growth. I shoot up from about 50,000 followers to about 190,000 followers in about a month. We reach December. I remember getting in an almost $5,000 paycheck for the month of December and being stunned. Now, this is where the cracks begin to show. So, as my videos get better and more refined, and I get better at narrating, I run into a strange problem. I hit 195,000 subs, and my account just stops growing. It's like it hits a brick wall. I also noticed something strange. Whereas before, I was having most videos go moderately viral and get a couple 100,000 views, now my videos drop and rapidly accelerate to about 10,000 views and then just stop dead. What was happening, you might ask? Well, TikTok was out of money. See, the TikTok Creativity Program Beta was a monetization program launched to incentivize the creation of longer-form, higher-quality content. It had stricter requirements for the videos to be eligible, namely that the videos had to be more than a minute long, and views only counted if the viewer watched at least a certain amount of the video. This is a metric that is very important, and one that we'll talk about later. Now, the payouts were calculated based on dividing up portions of about a $1 billion slush fund, with the thought that, the more accounts making long-form, high-quality content there are, the more users will flock to the platform. And because it's relatively difficult to make virally engaging, longer-form content, there can't be that many people getting big payouts, right? So, what happened? Slop happened. With rules for monetization, higher viewer retention and over a minute in length, a meta emerges. And with the advent of AI, the payout formula is toast. Here is how to make TikTok slop. Step 1. Incredibly simple underlying framework. In this case, counting from 1 to 5. Step 2. Constant progression. In this case, upgrading from level 1 to level 5. Step 3. Something with mass appeal. Cars. So we're going to be going from a level 1 car to a level 5 car. Step 4. Constant movement so that it feels like something is happening over the course of a 61-second slideshow of 5 pictures. Subway Surfers gameplay. Step 5. Novelty, humor, relatability. Let's use AI to generate a picture of a car made out of wood. Then, in early 2000s Honda Civic style economy compact. Step 5.5. Outrage for engagement. Let's put a real picture of a Mark IV Supra at level 3. Then, a modern muscle car, and a car made out of diamonds for number 5. Step 6. Familiarity. AI voiceover with the grizzled old man AI slop voice. Step 7. Mind games. Let's make the video initially feel faster than it actually is by adding a red bar filling up at a non-linear rate. It starts faster and then slows down. Just add a curve to the automation. By the time people notice this, they'll already have sunk enough time into the video that they'll keep watching anyways. That's how you get retention. Now, let's see our monstrosity.
Level 1 car. Level 2 car. Level 3 car. Level 4 car. Level 5 car. Are you ready?
With the advent of this kind of content mill garbage, suddenly there were a ton of accounts racking up 30 million views per zero-effort video. The issue is that they were now all views from 5-year-olds. This did not drive more advertisers to TikTok. In fact, it was the opposite. Why didn't they just ban the accounts posting these videos then? Well, they did. But see, here's the issue. These accounts were not those of individually identifiable people or creators. Everyone doing this had about 15 accounts all posting this bullshit in order to gain optimized returns. Every time one gets banned, that person still has about 14 more to fall back on and immediately starts a new one to begin growing. Well, what about IP bans? Just ban all accounts from that person. They did that as well. The issue, though, arises from the fact that all of the people posting these were already doing so via VPNs for reasons of, international relations.
What subcontinent needs to use a VPN to access the creativity program?
You mean which country?
No.
So, TikTok had to find a solution. What did they settle on? Capping growth for any monetized account until they found a new income stream, which they found in TikTok Shop. The first real big red flag on my account from TikTok's perspective was that I refused to start doing TikTok Shop ads. I refused out of what I claimed was integrity, but was actually just not wanting to look lame and cringe for showing off cheap crap from TikTok Shop. However, I passed no judgment on those who elected to secure the bag. I had a call with a TikTok rep wherein I was shown the monthly payouts of similarly sized accounts who went hard into doing TikTok Shop reviews. Now, legally speaking, I cannot tell you how much these accounts were pulling in. However, I can tell you that what I chose to receive instead was 46,000 integrities per month. TikTok shadow bans are real. Anyone who says they aren't is straight up lying. Now granted, just because your videos aren't doing well, that does not automatically mean TikTok is shadow banning you. But if you've got an account that was growing rapidly and then suddenly hits a rock hard wall, of course it's a fucking shadow ban, obviously. Now people like to make fun of conspiratorial losers, who, just don't understand that their ideas aren't very popular and think that they're being suppressed, but guess what? Sometimes that is exactly what is happening. Usually not, though. It's usually a guy in a truck making videos on how his wife divorced him because of woke. Rip to your platform reach, but I'm different. So, following this relatively short 195k follower cap, it seemed to lift and my posts started gaining traction again. And I even had some older videos suddenly go viral, as if something was lifted. But around 4 months later, which puts us in August of 2024, about a year after the account was started, the account caught a shadow ban that appears to be permanent. My follower count has been exactly 314,500 since September. I have gained hundreds of thousands of followers on every other platform in the same time period. Exactly 0 growth on TikTok. This one, however, is at least kind of my fault. So, what did I do this time around? Well, a couple of things. Number 1, I started shit-talking TikTok in the comment section and trying to funnel people over to my new primary platform, which is YouTube. TikTok does not like it when you try to get people off the app. In fact, the amount of people that leave the app after watching your video or clicking on your profile is heavily penalized in the algorithm. They're trying to keep you in a walled garden. Number 2, because I watched the news, I was sounding the alarm about TikTok being shut down for like a full year. That was new info to a lot of people on the app. Remember when everyone got blindsided by TikTok getting banned for like 3 days before that got overturned? That law was passed back in April. Number 3, they also didn't love it when I did a video on how to make tuna salad, but edited the auto captions to, instead of being about tuna salad, be about which building formerly housed the SEC and a bunch of insurance companies and the DoD and CIA and the IRS and NAIC and the New York Office of Emergency Management, and also the former title holder for evilest bank, Sullivan Brothers. That was kind of the final straw for the account, which, again, that's on me. Finally, to prove my point, I'm going to be running an experiment. I'm going to be doing 2 different takes of the same exact TikTok and uploading one to a fresh account and one to my main account, still at 314,500 followers. To make sure there's no funny business, I'm picking a wholesome and valuable tip from my emergency preparedness video. So which one do you think is going to do better? The one starting from scratch, or the one starting with a 314,500 follower head start? Haha.
Call me right, I creep at night. Posse deep is how I creep. Call me right on the creep with that fucking side out. Tell me about the